Before you can become a successful forex trader, you need to master the skill of reading Japanese candlesticks. So in this fast but effective course, I'm going to show you how to precisely read and understand candlesticks that will take you from a beginner struggling to read the charts to a complete master in just a couple of minutes. This video will be in 3 major parts. First, the candlestick anatomy, then candlestick patterns that are proven to have high win rate, and then finally how to identify and trade them on the chart. Now without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Alright guys, so we are beginning with the anatomy of a candlestick. As you can see, I have here. So normally every candlestick has 3 parts. That is your upper wick, and then also has the body and then the lower wick, right? Sometimes this side is called the upper shadow and then the lower shadow, but it's all the same thing. And then also we have the highest price, this being the highest price that was attained, right? So, and this is the opening price, and then we have the closing price and the lowest price. So let me try and demonstrate something to you. So this is actually a bearish candle, right? So let's give it a red color. So in this scenario, you can see that price opened at this point, right? And then was pushed all the way up and then came back all the way down to the lowest price, as you can see here, and then closing off at this price. Hope you get that. So usually this will be on a chart. The chart is normally labeled with prices. The chart looks something like this. I'm going to find a chart layout like this. So you have prices at this side, and then the time or dates, all the same thing, right? Date and time at this side, and then the price at this side. On a bearish candlestick, right, it means that price opened at this point, went all the way up to that point, which is the highest price attained, and then went all the way down, was pushed down to this point, and then closed off at this point, right? So let's just give it numbers for easy understanding. So let's assume this part is 3, right? Let's label here as 3, let's label here as 2, let's label here as 0, and then here to be 1, right? It's not very realistic, but let's use these examples. So this is telling you, the moment you see this type of candlestick, it's simply telling you that price opened at 2, maybe $2, right? So let's say this is for Euro USD, right? So price opened at $2 right here, and then went all the way up to $3, was pushed back down to 0, and then closed at $1. Okay, so I hope that is understood. Now let me try and draw a bullish candlestick. So bearish candlestick simply means that price is going down, right? So let's try and draw a bullish candlestick. We have price opening at this point, right? Let me give this also a color so that we can get the whole idea. So this is how a bullish candlestick looks like, right? The opening price is below, the closing price is just above, and then you have the wicks. So the wick simply means a rejection of price. Wick simply means price rejection. So sometimes you may have a candlestick looking like this, right, with a very small body and then long wicks. So what this candle tells you is that there has been a lot of price rejection at this zone and also this point right here. So let me, assuming this was okay, so assuming this was a bullish candlestick, right, it means that the price had opened at this point here, opening price, and then the sellers pushed price all the way down to this point, which was, remember, we labeled here as the lowest price, right? So and then later price went all the way up to this point, which was the highest price attained, right? And then comes off to close at this point. Okay, so it isn't, the candlesticks don't always look too much alike. You can also have a candlestick looking like this. I think this is what we call the shooting star, right? We call this a shooting star. And then this is also called the hammer. There are all types of candlesticks. This one tells you that there has been a lot of price rejection for this point, right? So it has no upper wicks but a long lower wick. So this is usually a green candlestick. So it means that price opens at this point and then goes all the way down to this point, right? The sellers push it down to this point, but the buyers are able to take it back up to this price right here. So it closes at this price. So it tells you this kind of candlestick is called the hammer, right? So when you see a green hammer like this, it means that there's a lot of buying pressure in the market, right? So the same can be said for this one. So this kind of candlestick also tells you that price opens at this point and then goes all the way up, right? So the buyers try to push the price up to this point, but then the selling pressure is so strong that price comes all the way down and closes off at this point, right? So this is your opening and then your closing. Remember, bearish candlesticks have their closing below the opening, right? So let's take the final example. Let's deal with what they call the doji candlesticks, right? Doji candlesticks. So this is a doji candlestick. What this means is that the price, let me draw, we have various types, right? So we have the long leg doji, we have the gravestone doji, and then we have the dragonfly doji, right? These are all the various types, but they all indicate the same thing, and that is reversal in the market. So by taking this for instance, it means that price opened at this point, goes all the way up depending on whether it is bullish or bearish. But for doji candlesticks, it doesn't really matter the color, right? So price opens at this point, goes all the way up to this point, pushes back down to this point, and then comes back to close at this point, right? So this point is the opening price, the same as the closing price, right? This is why we say that there's a lot of indecision in the market, because the price doesn't know whether it's going up or down. It goes up, it comes back to the same position, right? So same idea applies to all of these, right? The regular doji, the long-legged doji candlestick, the gravestone, and then the dragonfly doji, right? So let's move on to the next one. Moving on to the next candlestick, we have what they call the Marubozu candlestick, right? Marubozu candlestick. So this type of candlestick actually has no wicks. As you can tell, it has no wicks. This means that price opened using the case of a bullish candle, right? So if this is our bullish candlestick, it means that price opens at this point, closes at this point. There was no rejection, right? So usually the application for a Marubozu candlestick, it indicates that there is great momentum or strong momentum. Let me say strong momentum in the market, right? So anytime you see a Marubozu candlestick, it tells you that there's a lot of momentum in the market. So one way of applying this candle is when you are in a trend, right? Usually an uptrend for this purpose, an uptrend, right? And then you come across a Marubozu candlestick, it indicates that the trend could continue upward. So the same way with a bearish Marubozu, Same way with the bearish Marubozu right here. These are my sketches. So on a bearish Marubozu like this, candlestick like this, it means that price opened at this point, and immediately price opened at this point, it was pushed all the way down and closed at this point. So it means that the price didn't even get the chance to, move up a little bit before being rejected. No, it has no wicks. So the moment, let's say price opened at 5, right, immediately was pushed down all the way to 1 or 1.5, right? So that's what this. So also in a downtrend, right, in a downtrend, when you find a Marubozu like candlestick in a downtrend, it indicates that the trend, there's a high probability of the trend continuing in that direction, right? So these are just little applications for that. We'll do the last candlestick and then we'll go on the charts. So another very known candlestick, I think I even should have started with that. That is the engulfing candle, right? So this is usually a candlestick that swallows up the recent candle before it. So let me draw that so that you get it. Let's assume something like this, right? And then there's another candlestick looking like this. My wicks are not touching. I don't know why my wicks are not touching. So I'm going to color this red, which shows this is a bearish candlestick, and then this is a bullish candlestick. Okay, so typically what this means is that there is a bullish engulfing candle. So the word engulfing simply means like sort of swallowing up, right? To engulf. So you find something this size and then something this size. You can see that this size completely engulfs or swallows up or covers up this particular one. So usually this is also a strong reversal candlestick, right? So when you find a group of candlesticks like this and then you have a bullish engulfing candle, there's a higher probability that the market may continue in this direction, right? So there's a higher probability that you keep seeing green candlesticks from here onwards, right? So more green candlesticks, or simply put, it indicates that price will continue in this recent direction. So you can also have a bearish candlestick, which means for that one, what did I just do? So for that one, the green is rather red. Let me see whether I can quickly sketch that. Okay. In this case, we call this a bearish engulfing candle. So this is a bearish engulfing candle. This usually when you see this kind of candlestick pattern, it tells you that the market is going to keep selling, right? It tells you that the market is going to continue in a downtrend, right? But when you see this type of candlestick pattern, it also tells you that the market is likely to continue in an uptrend, right? So far we've dealt with 3 main candlesticks. We've done the doji. So anytime you see a doji, it talks about indecision in the market and also a reversal, right? So if you see, very soon we'll be moving on the charts, but if you see something trending, maybe the market trending upward, right, and then you find a doji candlestick at a key level, what we call a key level, I'll be showing you guys that along the line, at a certain key level, right, whether it is a resistance level, right? So when you see something like that, there's a high probability that the market will go back down because of this doji candlestick here. But more on that later. The same could happen, or the same could apply The same could apply when the market is trending downward, right? The market is trending downward, and then at a certain support level you find a doji candlestick, whether it is a gravestone or a long leg doji, and then you find a doji candlestick right here. There's a high probability that the market will just continue back upward. So this is what we call a reversal candlestick pattern. We have many reversal candlestick chart patterns, like the head and shoulders chart pattern and also the inverse head and shoulders, right? But more on that in another video. This video is mainly for candlesticks, to help you understand candlesticks. So I hope this chapter has been helpful. Okay, so here we are on the charts now. This is Euro USD, right? This is on the 1 hour time frame. So you can see a few examples. I can already see a bullish engulfing candle, which is right here. I can see a few doji candles, and you can see that the market was initially trending upward, but then when we had a few doji candles at that certain key level right there, we had a reversal in the trend, right? So you can see that now the trend is going downward, right? Also, let's use here as an example, and this is a bearish engulfing candlestick, completely engulfing the previous candlestick before it. Then you see that the market begins to trend downwards, right? So here is another candlestick formation right here, what they call the tweezer bottom, right? So the tweezer bottom simply means that the bottom prices are the same, right? So usually it also indicates a reversal in trend, right? So you can see that from the point this candlestick pattern formed or appeared, we begin to see the market trending upward, right, to this point, right? This also is another example of a bullish engulfing candle right here. So you can see that this green candle completely engulfs the red candle before it, or the bearish candle before it, and then you can see that the market begins to trend upward until we have this strong pushback here. This is also slightly an example of what we call the tweezer tops, right? So I showed you an example of tweezer bottom. Now this is tweezer top. So it's not exactly the same, but you can see that they are almost the same. The opening prices are almost the same, right? And then you can see the market begins to reverse downward in a downtrend, right, up until this point right here, right? So thank you guys for watching. This has been the ultimate crash course for candlesticks, on how to read Japanese candlesticks. We have already done the anatomy of a candlestick, then we went through the candlestick patterns, right, the very well-known patterns, and also how to identify them and trade them on the charts. Do leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, or if you learned something new. Make sure to also hit that subscribe button in order to get more videos like this pop up in your feed. I drop videos like this every week on how to trade cryptocurrencies and forex trading. Check out this video and see how you can make free $30 capital to start trading. I'll leave a link in the description.